The sun was setting, casting a warm golden glow over the forest. The wolf's tummy rumbled loudly, echoing through the trees. He was very, very hungry, and he knew he needed to find some food soon. The wolf sniffed the air, his keen senses picking up every scent. Suddenly, he smelled something incredibly tasty. It was the smell of sheep. Sheep were his absolute favorite food. His mouth watered at the thought. He followed the yummy smell, his paws moving swiftly and silently. The scent led him to a nearby farm. The farm had a tall, sturdy fence, but the wolf was tricky and clever. He found a small hole to squeeze through, his body moving with ease. He was sneaky and determined, now to find those sheep and satisfy his hunger. The night was just beginning for the hungry wolf. The sheep were sleeping peacefully, nestled together under the starry night sky. Their soft snores filled the air, creating a serene and calm atmosphere. They didn't see the wolf coming. He moved silently, his eyes gleaming with hunger and cunning as he crept closer and closer. The wolf licked his chops, imagining the taste of a delicious sheep dinner. He was ready to pounce and satisfy his growling stomach. Suddenly, a loud bark echoed through the night. The sheepdog was awake and on high alert, his ears perked up and eyes scanning the area. He saw the wolf and started barking loudly. "Woof, woof, get out of here!" The sheepdog's barks were fierce and determined, sending a clear warning to the intruder. The farmer heard the barking. He ran outside with a broom, ready to defend his flock. His heart pounded as he rushed to the scene. "Go away, wolf!" the farmer yelled, waving his broom menacingly. He was not about to let the wolf harm his precious sheep. The sheepdog chased the wolf around the farm, barking furiously. The wolf was scared, his plan foiled by the brave sheepdog and the determined farmer. He ran away as fast as he could, his tail between his legs. No sheep dinner for him tonight, just the bitter taste of defeat. The wolf was sad and still very hungry. He slunk away into the night, his stomach growling and his spirit crushed by the night's events. The next day, the wolf was still hungry. He decided to sneak a peek at the farm again. Maybe he could find some leftover scraps. He hid behind a bush and watched the farmhouse. The farmer's family was sitting at the table. They were having dinner. The wolf sniffed the air. Something smelled delicious. He peeked through the window. His eyes widened in surprise. The family was eating lamb roast. Section 4. A Moment of Truth. The wolf couldn't believe it. They were eating lamb. The sight was shocking and confusing to him. He thought, how could they? How could the sheep be so calm and content while he was starving? They chased me away for trying to eat a sheep. The memory of the shepherds with their pitchforks was still fresh in his mind. He felt angry at first. It wasn't fair. He was just hungry. Why should he be punished for trying to survive? But then the wolf started to think. He pondered deeply about the situation. The farmer was protecting his sheep. He had a responsibility to keep them safe. He was doing the same thing the wolf tried to do, get food for his family. The wolf realized they were both just trying to survive. Maybe he was wrong to judge the farmer. Perhaps they weren't so different after all. The wolf felt a little ashamed of himself. He understood now that survival sometimes meant making tough choices and understanding others' perspectives. Section 5. Judging Ourselves First. The wolf learned a valuable lesson that day. It's easy to judge others for their actions, but we don't always see the whole picture. We might do the same things ourselves without realizing it. It's important to look at our own actions first. Before we criticize others, we should ask ourselves, am I being hypocritical? Am I being fair? Remember, judging others is easy, but understanding is much more important.